everyone. I'm Allison, Product Marketing Manager at Google Cloud, and I am here with Ashish and Chuma from Home Depot. So we said reliability engineering. So can you tell me a little bit more about what reliability engineering means at Home Depot?
It means that we serve our customers whenever they need us, making sure our systems are up and running, pumping all cylinders, and making sure that we are selling every single day, all the time.
To me, it means how do things not go bump in the night, making sure they don't go bump in the night. And if they do go bump in the night, how quickly can we get answers and resolution? Essentially, that's all it is. Both preventative and reactive. Don't want to be woken up. I don't want things to go wrong. But if things do go wrong, how quickly can we solve it? So that's like really my ethos and the directive, his directive as well.
Yeah. So can you tell us about what you're doing with Google Cloud with your team and how it's maybe changed in the last year?
With Google Cloud, we use GCP as our main platform when it comes to deploying our compute and applications. That we have been working on the concept of AIOps, which means that we are trying to use Gemini models to help us with reliability problems in production, helping us with root cause analysis, helping us with the directional approach on how to fix problems.
We are in the world of AIOps now, like the agentic workflows and agentics. Like, we're trying to find a way to have like actually better A-to-A communication.
When we say AI ops, can you tell the audience the difference between using AI for ops versus managing AI and how that's been? Because I assume with Gemini and all the powerful LLMs out there, now there are more AI in your systems and in your applications, but also in your workflow.
100%. So when I talk about AI ops in general, how it is different from a day-to-day. On a normal day, when an alert fires for any engineer in the RE team, they look at dashboards, they look at logs, they do an analysis by themselves. With AI ops, the paradigm changes. How the paradigm changes is that you have a pair programmer or a pair reliability engineer with you. You can riff off your understanding of a given condition or a situation or a symptom through using Gemini Cloud and Gemini models to ensure that we can assess, summarize what the issue is, where the root cause is, and what the potential next steps could be.
We've actually done the math on this, ironically, of our in-store systems, how long it typically takes. Remove traditional knowledge and all that. Like, how would they take an engineer, how long does it take one to respond to an incident, like not knowing everything and how to traverse all the data everywhere it lives? It's north of 20 minutes. With the operations model, the AIOps model that we kind of put together, we're somewhere around 2 minutes right now.
So what are the specific Google products or solutions that you use to get from manual operations to AI ops?
We started years ago by using managed service for Prometheus and ensure that that is the engine which we use to do our SLO alerting. The next step in the cycle is to make sure can we use the LLM intelligence to ensure that we can get a bit of intelligence and root cause analysis like Chuma spoke about, which is rather than doing all those things manually, if I can do that in 2 minutes, I would rather prefer that.
GMP was very much changing the game for us as well, but we found that, right, everybody had like different dialects, we were living in different places. It didn't really matter where your app ran, right? Like if we can just get that consolidated data in the same place. And for our choice, we chose the managed service for Prometheus. It could handle the cardinality, that we were about to introduce, right? With multiple projects, multiple stores. We were able to achieve a good amount of data consistency, which allowed, right, our LLM to be more explosively accurate.
So I think that goes back to what we've discussed before, which is context alerting.
Correct.
So it's not just alerts, but you get context from the system.
100%. And the leaning into OpenTelemetry by Google actually enables us to do that. OpenTelemetry is allowing us to have consistent labels across the board. If you have consistent labels, you can correlate it better. So having AI being provided more labels, more context around it helps you do better correlation. And that correlation is something which is allowing us to kind of have more accurate predictions and accurate RCAs out there. There is still more work to be done to kind of make it even better, but leaning into open standards like OpenTelemetry along with managed service for Prometheus is the specific stepping stone to getting us where we are today.
As an individual, not a manager, but individual engineer, what would you say has changed the most for you?
Moving towards the user experience-centric mindset, right? This isn't just about like my life with the systems. As developers, you tend to have a lot of affinity towards your baby, your tools. So shifting towards what is my user seeing was a game changer for us.
Yep.
So now I can talk to my leaders, I can talk to developers, I can talk to product, I can talk to network even, right? Like it really doesn't really matter what my audience is. When we are talking about the user experience, we are all speaking the same language. So that's
To
good.
summarize that, eventually, what he's talking about and what I'm taking from that is it has helped us develop empathy.
Yes.
Empathy towards customer, empathy towards our developers and the toil which they receive on a day-to-day basis, and using the automation, we have been able to kind of ensure that the empathy we wanted to create is created, and we are seeing the results of that.
So AI is making us more human.
I would say so, yes.
I don't think I've actually put it in that way before, but I think that's a really good way of putting it. AI is making us more human.
So what's next for Home Depot and your team?
The next is taking the bandwagon of AIOps and making it even better. Using all the automation, I want to be able to provide more data and details around the correlation aspect of it, understanding the dependencies around it, and ensure that can I take this AIOps from not just providing root cause analysis to be fixing things in a much more confident and a deterministic fashion.
We want it to start acting on our behalf now.
Yeah.
The future basis of it, right? I want to get a high degree of confidence of it making PRs into my repos to say, find what the root cause is, find out the correlation, and give the developers the more power to review what I fixed, right? Like, we haven't quite gotten there yet. Now we just still need the human, the vetting of the entire process. But that's our step 2, actively working towards that future.
I'm really excited to see what your team does. If you want to be at the forefront of AIOps, just like Home Depot, check out our Google Cloud website and our Observability Solutions website. All right, well, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Cheers.